Hey everyone, by the end of this video, you will know how to use the live stream section of the Integromat developer tools. My name is Dominik Lehnert. Let's get right into it. To use the live stream section of your developer tools, if you haven't pulled them up already, so if you're in Windows, you want to press to use the developer tools in Integromat, if you haven't pulled them up already, if you are using a Windows PC, you want to press Control-Shift-I. And if you are using a Mac, you want to use Command-Option-I. So for me, here it is Control-Shift-I, and it's going to pull up the developer tools. For me, I've dragged it to the very left. I have my Integromat developer tools. And the very top section of the Integromat developer tools is the live stream section. So the live stream section, the purpose of the live stream section is to see what's going on behind the scenes, basically, as the scenario is running. And as you can see here, you can see all the requests that are going out and that are coming in, and all the answers that are coming in that the scenario is doing. So as you can see, I have multiple Google Sheet modules in here. And basically what they do is they just talk to Google Sheets using their API. And now I can see all the requests I've made to the Google API. So you can see here, and I can now have a look. So here on the left side, you see I have all my requests. You can open them up. And then if you click one, you see multiple things. The first thing you see is you can look at the request headers. You see what method was it. So this is the very first request I made. I fetched some information from a Google Sheet. So it's a get method. I can see the header information, the query string that I've sent to get the information I wanted. I can see the response header, so the answer that Google Sheets sent back. I can see all that information here, as well as the response body, so the actual data I received. So, and this way I can go through all the requests I've made, and I can look at the actual data that went in and that went out, and the actual information. On top of that, you can also search for certain events. So as you can see here, this is a very small scenario, but every request gets logged, every API call gets logged. So even just in this case where I'm reading 8 rows from a Google Sheet, and then I'm writing these 8 rows again, I have plenty of requests I've logged. And if I'm looking, let's say I'm looking for all the post requests, I can actually use the search bar here, and I can just put in post, and this will give me all the post requests, so all the requests where the method was post. Or let's say I want to get all the requests where a row was inserted. As you can see, this is part of the query string here. So this is where I can see that the type of call I made, it was an insert rows call. And I can also use that to search. So if I put in insert rows over here, it's going to show me all the calls I made where I inserted a row. Or another great functionality you have is, so you can also clear the list of calls you made. So if after I analyze this, I'm happy with the changes I made, I want to clear it. This way it removes everything. I can run it again, and then I can see all the new logs I've made. You might also prefer to actually work on the console. So if I go over here to the console, it doesn't show me anything over here. So it's just logging it in the Integromat section here. Let's say I want to actually work in the console more, then you just click this little computer here. Oh, so this one here. So if this is green and now I run it again, it will also log the information on the console. So if I go over here to the console, now it also logs all the calls it made over here, and I can also work over here with it if that's what you prefer. Another great functionality is if you actually want to look at the raw information or the raw request as it went out, over here to the right, you have this copy raw button. And if you click that, then it copies the raw information, and you can just throw it into a notepad, and then you can see the actual call as it went out. Same for the CURL. So if you click the copy CURL button, then you get the CURL that it actually used and that it actually sent out. And that's already it on the live stream functionality of the developer tools. If you're also interested in finding out more about the scenario debugger and the tool section of the Integromat developer tools, I've also made videos on those. The links are below. You can check those out as well. If you want to help me stay caffeinated doing these videos, feel free to buy me a coffee below as well. And also, if you have a specific scenario that you're stuck with, that you need some help with, I can help you with that as well. And also, if you're looking for a full service build of a scenario, I can help you with that as well. Feel free to buy me a coffee below. That allows me to put aside some time on my calendar and we can get on a Zoom call and figure out your scenario. My name is Dominik Lehnert. Take care and goodbye.